Hello, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Mateo Chavez-Lewis. I'm in two shows right now at the Toronto Fringe Festival. You can check those out if you live in Toronto at the link in the descriptions below. But I don't want to stop uploading even though I'm very busy. I like doing these videos. I feel like I learn a lot from doing them and doing the research and everything, and I hope you all learn a lot from them as well. So instead of not uploading at all, I'm going to do these like quick little reaction type videos like I've been doing. I did Patti LuPone singing The Ladies Who Lunch last week, and a few weeks ago I analyzed the Tony Awards, including a performance by Joaquina Kalukango, who in a big kind of like dark horse moment took home the Tony Award for Best Actress. So you can check out that video up here. Today's video, we are looking at one of Joaquina's performances again. This is another performance from Paradise Square of a song called Welcome Home, which I've full disclosure, I've never heard any of the music from Paradise Square except for Joaquina's performance at the Tony Awards. I don't know anything about even what the show is really about. But like, she just blew the roof off the place at that Tony Awards performance. And if you haven't seen it yet, you really need to check it out. Today we are looking at Welcome Home is the name of the song. So let's dive right in. I have no idea how this song goes. I've never heard it before. So this is going to be very fun. I'm really excited. Ooh, jazzy.
Oh, Willie, is it you, dear?
What a, like, right out of the gate, what a deep, beautiful vibrato. Oh, Willie. Oh. And she goes very low. Like, she's quite a low singer. Like, that's an F sharp. It's pretty alto.
Safe.
And she's so solid
Safe
down there.
at home.
Is it you, dear? Much more solid than I am.
They did not tell me true, dear. They said you would not come. I heard you at the door.
So free. It's just like air.
Made my heart rejoice, for I know that welcome footstep and that dear familiar voice.
And now here she's switching a little bit. Do you hear that switch? She's going oh, and now she's going oh. She's lifting up the like soft palette and lifting everything forward. It's a little bit closer to like a heady mix now, but we're still pretty low. It's like an A flat or a G sharp depending on what key we're in.
Now there's finally a light in the lonely midnight gloom.
In the lonely midnight gloom. That was modulation out of the key, so it sounds like we're in F sharp major right now. And that was in the lonely midnight gloom. That was like borrowing from the minor key there. That D natural, E natural, F sharp, those aren't in the key of F sharp major. And so because they're borrowing from the minor key, it makes it kind of spooky. It makes it a little bit sad. And that works for the lyrics too. If you think about it, like the lonely midnight gloom, that sounds like the lonely midnight gloom to me.
Oh, Willie, we have missed you. Welcome, welcome home.
So I have no idea how this fits into the story, by the way. I don't know what the story of Paradise Square is. It sounds like she's singing about a son or a husband maybe who has died or who has left her in some way, and she's imagining what she would say to him if he came back. So let me know how close I am with that guess. But that like, welcome home. That sounded like it was maybe this chord. Something like that. But like, did you hear all those string parts? And that riff too. A nice 5-note riff. That was such a pretty little what key? Something like that. Something like that. I don't know. It was a really pretty little figure there. And this chorus, it sounds like, is in a chord progression that I really love and that I've talked about on the channel before. It's the 6 minor 4 1 5 for those of you nerds out there.
Without you, the hours long and drear. My thoughts have been about you. Oh, welcome, Willie dear.
Oh, look at that. So you can see if I'm right and it is a fantasy of some kind. You can see like the moment where she stops saying, "Oh, this is what I would say to him," and she starts believing that he's actually there and buying into her own fantasy and smiling more. If I'm right about that premise.
When we met, let's dance and reminisce and remember every moment that would lead to our first kiss. How
Okay,
I thought
so it's not a
I
sign.
had it all until you walked in the room.
There's that minor key.
Oh, Willie, we have missed you. Welcome, welcome home.
Oh yeah.
Welcome home.
Oh my god. Why is this musical not getting more attention? This is so good. It's so awesome. Oh man. I just need a second to collect my thoughts. Yeah, it's such a banger and it's so like passionate. And she's singing these long notes. Welcome home. Where that like one little semitone change. She's only moving one note, but it has such a big emotional effect. Like she's reaching, yearning for something. Whereas if she just held the note, it might feel like she had achieved it already. But because she's moving that semitone, it feels much more like it's reaching out for something that she doesn't have. It's really kind of, my heart is like being dragged into the performance, and it's like on a screen. It's unbelievable. It's so good. And the other thing is that she wasn't singing in her. Did you notice she was singing kind of head voice at the beginning? Welcome home. But now it's much more welcome home, like much more volume to it, much more power in more of a like chest area. But she's not letting go of that beautiful vibrato that she's got. Unbelievable.
Welcome home.
And then vibrato, such control, like where there's no vibrato, and then at the end she lets the vibrato go.
Will you not show your face? Come out and in.
Do you hear that violin at the top?
Dear,
Just holding that
and help
note.
me save this place. Our little paradise is ripping at the seams, and I demand to see you. If only in my dreams, then my heart grows sad again. For no, you'll never come. How this cruel world has taken you, and that can be no. Welcome home.
Okay, so yeah, so it was a fantasy at some point. Oh. I don't want to stop it. It's so good. It's so passionate. Like, remember when I said she was an alto? I was wrong. Welcome. That was an F sharp. So for those of you keeping track, that was higher than Defying Gravity. Higher than what Elphaba sings in Defying Gravity and Wicked. Which is like iconically like the big high belty note. But how does she do that? How does she? That's a 2-octave range in this song, and like, you know, a lot of people have a 2-octave range where they sound really good at one end and they can like get by in the other end. But she was so powerful in that really low place that I was like, oh well, she's an alto. Listen to that. Na, na. Like how much like at the beginning when she was singing, what was she singing? Oh Willie. Like when she was singing something like that, and it was really like open, and the vibrato was insane, and the strength of it was insane. It didn't feel like when I sing low, it's like, oh Willie, like it gets kind of you know, kind of but it wasn't like that with her. It was, I don't know how she does that. I really don't know. That was I wow, like a 2-octave range, and both ends of that 2-octave range sound incredible. I also want to talk about that rhythmic moment, that like welcome home, where the orchestra hit on those beats, and it was so like powerful, like so powerful, because we've got this chord progression that's moving down, right? And we've established this rhythm of like, but then when we get this change, it's so it's unexpected, and it surprises us, and it hits us like a ton of bricks, and it's why it's so emotional, it's so moving, because we're expecting just like, oh, welcome home, right, is what we're expecting. But then she goes up to a higher note than we expect. We expect welcome home, and we get welcome home, and it's like in a rhythm that we don't expect too, so it just blows us out of our seat. And that's the problem with the danger with a song like this, where you're repeating the same word over and over on these long lines, and there's room for there to be a lot of emotion behind that, like Burn in Hamilton. I'm watching it burn. Right? It's all just holding one word on one note. The danger with that kind of song is that you can get into a place where it's repetitive, it's boring, we know what's coming next. Burn is an example of a song that does that well as well. And Welcome Home, this is a great example of a song where every moment you almost think you know what's coming next, it still surprises you. Like, welcome home, welcome home. Oh, it's so good. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Let's keep watching. Let me change back to video. There we go. Now let's keep watching. Oh.
There can be no welcome.
Wow. So two things I noticed. The first thing is no welcome. We expect no welcome home. Right? We expect it to come right back to home base, to the tonic chord, and be resolved that way. It ends instead on this like no welcome home. This weird chord with this it's like the fourth chord instead of the tonic chord. Like the fourth chord in the scale, and usually it ends on the first chord in the scale because that's kind of home base for the whole scale. But it's not, and that's what the tonic chord is, by the way. if I was saying tonic chord and you were like, what's that? That's what it is. It's the first chord in the scale. But the fourth chord in the scale, like, that's so haunting. And then I think it did resolve in the end to the tonic chord, but we expected it to resolve sooner. It just dragged out that. And then then it finally does go to the tonic. But we didn't expect it to last as long as it did. We expected it to be no welcome home, but it was no welcome home. Something like that, and then like it drags out the tension even further and just makes you bawl your eyes out. The other thing is, like, vocally what she's doing here, unreal. Because she switches from this, like, really strong belt where she was belting an F sharp and it was unbelievable, to this, like, almost yawning, sobbing sound. Instead of going to, like, even a normal head voice, like a she goes to, like, this like she's just fully crying on pitch, instead of trying to sound nice. You hear that? That cry, it's so creative as an acting, like, as a singer who's an actor as well, like, as an acting choice. It's so cool. And that's the same thing I said about her Let It Burn too. The way that she held out that Let It Burn and was, like, cracking and the pitch was wavering, but it's because she was so committed to the emotional moment. She didn't care about sounding pretty. And that's the same thing there. So now, anyways, I'm very hooked on Paradise Square, and I really want to learn more about it because the two songs I've heard from it are both freaking gorgeous. Like, holy cow. And Joaquina Calocongo is a force of nature. Yeah, I expect her to become a huge star in coming years. I would be shocked if she doesn't win another Tony Award and become super big level famous, because she is a 1 in a million talent. Holy cow. Anyways, there you go. I'm, like, very shaken from that. I was not expecting it to be that, like, emotionally gut punching. Usually musicals only have one song that's emotionally gut punching. That's that emotionally gut punching. I can't even speak now, so I'm gonna stop speaking. You can join my mailing list at the link in the description, and you can check out some classes at the Broadway Maven that I'm helping kind of teach, like Broadway appreciation courses online. You can check that out as well at the link in the description. And I'm gonna go have a good, like, drink of water and, like, reflect on what I've just heard. I hope you all do the same and listen to more music from Paradise Square. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Love you so much. Peace out.